Now, if you ever suggest putting on a movie where a flood is the main issue, I'm gonna turn the shit off. Okay, so I watched 2 movies about flooding this past weekend, and honestly, I wanted to drown. And so these 2 movies that I watched, they belong at the bottom of the ocean. Trash. Actually, you shouldn't probably put anything that's trash in the ocean. So the movies that I watched was The Great Flood and Thrash. Now, on one hand, The Great Flood was decent for about 45 minutes. Then it turns into a clusterfuck. So it was about 38% good, and the acting was alright, but then after that it goes downhill. Then on the other hand, you have Thrash, which shows you what stupid people do when there's a flood. Now, the acting wasn't good, and this whole story could have been scrapped if these Neanderthals either evacuated or got a fucking boat. And so I have to beg the question, if you live in a place that floods every year and destroys the community, why not just invest in a boat? Keeping that in mind that you have a tiny brain and you don't evacuate. You know, Thrash is crazy because they start off the movie with this girl that has crippling anxiety, right? She can't even walk to the fucking store. Now, I feel bad for people that have anxiety. I've had a little bit of anxiety before and it sucks, right? But if I know that there's a flood coming and it's gonna destroy the whole neighborhood, maybe, just maybe I should get the hell out, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? You know, if you can't walk a couple blocks, then maybe you should leave because, I don't know, it's a hurricane coming. And also, if you're pregnant and there's a hurricane coming, don't go to work, evacuate. And I'll let you know right now, I'm already afraid of the ocean. And if I hear that a hurricane's coming and the ocean might be coming to me, I'm definitely gone. I'm not coming back. I'm already collecting my stuff, and fuck it, if I don't have enough time to collect my stuff, I'm just hopping in the car and leaving. I hated Thrash. Thrash sucked. And since I'm mentioning having a semi-functioning brain, let's talk about The Great Flood. I lost half of my sense watching this movie because on one hand, I'm thinking, oh dang, this is interesting. The world's ending. A big ass meteor hit Antarctica and it's flooding everything. I don't know how that works, but it's what's happening. And there's a big flood coming and it's killing a lot of people and they're trying to escape. And so, and keep in mind, this is all like in Mandarin, it's in Chinese. So I'm reading subtitles and piecing stuff together and I can read, so not too crazy. But even then, the plot was confusing as hell because from what I understood off the first watch, it was, okay, they need to save this mother and child. The child is not really human. It's like AI type of shit. And they need to, you know, start a new race of humanity, whatever. But then it turns into, it's all a fucking simulation. What's going on? And now you completely lost me. I don't care. None of this is real. I don't care anymore. She dies and then she wakes up and it's the day repeating and repeating and repeating. There's no point to it anymore for me. What the hell does it even have to be a flood for at this point? They just wanted to swim. If I was in the writer's room and they're saying, yeah, and then it turns into AI, I would have said, nah, go back to the drawing board, take out the AI shit, throw some sharks in there. I'm just kidding. Okay, so here's the problem with these movies. One is assuming that I can keep up with this movie when an AI plot line comes out of nowhere, and the other one assumes that my parents are siblings. And honestly, it just comes down to, how could we save this movie? And you really can't. You can't save these movies. You know, the storyline was really dumb, the characters are really dumb, and the characters in both movies are not likable. I don't like the characters in The Great Flood, and I don't like the characters in Thrash. And whatever happens to them, I don't feel sympathetic at all. And one of them has a pregnant woman that's close to getting eaten by sharks or drowning. How do you pull that off? That's almost impressive that you made me not care about that character. And you know what? With these movies, it's really like putting makeup on a turd. And you know what? Let's keep it clear. This is Trash Thursdays, this new segment that I'm doing. And you could label The Great Flood as a big headache, and you can label Thrash as dog shit. Now, what did you guys think? Did you guys watch these movies? Am I, you know, being a little harsh? Or do you guys think that The Great Flood was actually somehow, you know, a very intelligent and interesting movie? Or do you think that Thrash, I don't even, look, if you think Thrash was good, I don't even want to hear your opinion actually. So let's just keep it at that. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you want to see me thrash more movies like these, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And hey, you know, am I being a little too serious on Thrash, or, you know, should I lighten up a little bit and take it for what it is? All right, we'll see you guys on the next one.